It is AJ McKee, who's just a few days removed now from a big win, New Year's Eve, Saitama Super Arena. I mean, living the dream. Talk to me, man. How are you feeling right now? I gotta think maybe you're still processing it a little bit, but what's the feel right now?
I'm chilling, man. I'm about to wake up, grab a cup of Joe, and hit the slopes.
I love it. Much enjoyed time off. The overall experience, man. I mean, to me, it just looked like you were having fun all week long. I mean, is this one of the most memorable fight weeks of your entire career so far?
Definitely, definitely, man. Since I was a kid, I've always dreamed of fighting in Japan. So, with that coming full circle, it was an opportunity of a lifetime. I love the fans. I love the culture. Um, I just love the whole fight atmosphere out there in totality. Like it's a dope place, man. If you haven't been, you got to go. I'm going back in a couple of weeks, so that speaks for itself. How I feel.
I love it, man. Yeah, I never got a chance to go during the Pride era, which I always kind of regretted as a fight fan myself. I got to go during the UFC days, but not quite the same. You got more of that kind of Pride feel. The UFC, look, there were some great fights. I saw Vanderlei and Brian Stand there. I mean, that was amazing. But I don't know, man. That seems to me like it was damn near a Pride event.
Yeah, that's exactly what it was. Honestly, that's that's what I saw it. That's what I saw it as. It was phenomenal. The head kicks, soccer stomps. It was a fun. It's not something I can do. I would say every fight, but definitely get a couple of those in a year and just open up a different side of my arsenal.
Absolutely. So talk to me about the fight going in because I was trying to tell people like, listen, no disrespect to you. Obviously, I have a ton of respect for you, but I don't think a lot of people know how good Roberto de Souza is. And I thought, man, this is tough. Like, this is not a gimme matchup for AJ. He's putting everything on the line here, man. So what were your thoughts going in? I mean, did you see this guy as a true danger, or did you think going, knowing, hey, I'm far superior to this man?
Um, it was both. You always got to have respect for your opponent. I felt his caliber of jiu-jitsu was by far, hands down, one of the toughest fighters I've fought thus far to date. And I don't know if I'll fight somebody with jiu-jitsu on that level again. Every second and opportunity he got to throw a submission, he was throwing that triangle up. He was trying to bait me, hooking the leg, go to the leg lock. He had nice transitions. I don't know. I love it. I love this shit. You're gonna have to kill me in that thing. That's why I came out in the samurai suit and so forth. Like, this is me. You know what I mean? I'm like Neo in the Matrix. I'm that one.
I love it. Well, so I'm watching the fight, and round one, I'm thinking the whole time, I'm like, look, AJ's got incredible grappling. However, I think he should try to keep this on the feet because I believe he will outclass Roberto on the feet. However, you jump into this man's guard at the start of round one. Like, what's going on here? Are you trying to prove a point, or is that just confidence in yourself, or did even you say, what the hell am I doing here? Like, why did you end up in his guard right away?
I mean, I wasn't scared of it. You know what I mean? I knew where I was. I did a lot of jujitsu this fight camp, so um, it wasn't something where I was like, oh, like even my corner, they're like, stand up. I'm like, why? I feel where he's at. Like I'm comfortable. Like he ain't doing nothing. Um, I would say it's just that self belief, that comfortability. Like when you've put in the work, you've trained hard. Like what could be against you?
Unbelievable, man. It was impressive. And look, we talk about the rule set. I mean, you're out there, you're throwing the knees on the ground, you're throwing, I mean, you were soaking in, using all of it. I mean, I don't know. I was a little bit worried about all you guys from the Bellator team that maybe you wouldn't feel comfortable, or maybe you just wouldn't adapt, right? Because you're not used to that. But I don't know. It looked like you felt really comfortable with this rule set. Like, have you just practiced this, or have you always dreamed? I mean, it just looked like you felt really comfortable changing things on the fly, which I think would be difficult.
Nah, I'm just a fighter, man. That's the mix of all martial arts. You know what I mean? That's why it's called MMA. Since I was a kid, I've dreamed of kind of throwing knees and soccer kicks. I've watched it since I was a kid. You know what I mean? So for me, it was just like, oh, go fight. You know what I mean? Even like backyard brawls and stuff. Like when we were kids, like it's the same thing. Every good fight ends with a soccer kick to the face. So it's like, being able to utilize that in a tactical way is just it was a dream come true for me. It was an opportunity of a lifetime.
I love that. So, and you said like, hey, maybe I wouldn't do that every time, but what do you think now that you've competed under both? Do you think the unified rules should be modified at all with either knees or soccer kicks? Or do you think that should stay over there in Japan?
I think it's just staying in Japan. That's like their culture. That's their thing. You know, that's since the beginning of time. That's been what they've done. Even the judging is different. You know, they don't judge by rounds. It's open score. They want to see from start to finish what type of person you are. Judging your character in the cage. You know, it's the damage. It's who's the aggressor. Like what's going on in there. You know, not just, oh, you controlled this position, you won the fight. Like, you know, I think that's how we're seeing a lot of mix-ups in judgings and just certain fights. You know, people are judging the fight off based off of, oh, he's controlling him. Well, dude's trying to survive because he's getting his face bashed in. You know what I mean? So it's taking those little things into accountability as well.
I love it. So, from what we can tell, it seems like Rizin is going to come to the United States in the summer. I'm curious. I mean, is that something that you're interested in? Because at that point, I mean, it's a Bellator show, right? It's not. I mean, it was part of it just the fact that you got to do it in Japan, or do you want to compete against one of their athletes in the United States as well?
Yeah, I'll fight anybody, man. Mercenary does what he does. You sign that contract, I'm coming to take you out. I don't care who it is, what it is, when it is, where it is.
And it seemed like you and Patricio were teammates for just a little bit. You put the differences aside for just a little bit. Does that mean that you guys are all good now? We've moved past everything, or was that, hey, one night only, we'll be cool, and then I still hate you tomorrow?
Nah, you know, at the end of the day, this is business. You know what I mean? There's no hard feelings. You know, he actually apologized to me for some things that had happened prior, when we fought the first time, and you know, like I said, no hard feelings, bro. We get our testosterone pumping. You know what I mean? The energy starts flaring up, and you know, we're fighters. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, yeah, there's no ill feelings. Like I said, it's just business, dude. I'm coming for your neck. You know, I wasn't happy with our last decision, so I think we should fight again. But um, it's not up to me. You know what I mean? It's in the past. It is what it is. If not, like I said, I'm moving on to bigger and better things. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, well, I completely agree. I do want to see you guys fight again, but it warmed my heart just a little bit to see you guys on the same side. Hey, you mentioned the samurai suit. I got to ask you, where do you get a suit like that? Did you find it in Tokyo somewhere? Like, how do you find something like that?
Yeah, I did a little bit of research, man. 100 large.
What?
Yeah, I spent a nice little penny on that bad boy. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So what do you do with it now? Does this become like you set it up
Dog,
in
that's
your
some
house or
legendary shit. Hell yeah. That's something I'll
yeah.
probably never sell. I had all the guys sign the poster, the not the poster, but the book. So I'm gonna cut each piece out of the book, frame that up, put my gloves and my wraps in like a little 4x4, put that behind it, the samurai suit to stand up with the trophy in front of it. And that's like it'd be something in my man cave, you know what I mean? My first fight ever in Japan, like, and I went and bought a bunch of armor. Come on now, like, who spends 100 bands on armor? Like, whatever I do, dude, I do it to the fullest, man. Like, I don't, you know what I mean? I saw the other ones and I'm like, these aren't it. These aren't me. You know what I mean? Like, if I'm gonna do it, I need to do it like proper, you know, full force. So, you know, some things come with the cost. You know, scared money don't make money.
I could
So
respect that.
that's
I
my
could
motto.
respect that. That's incredible, man. I can respect that. So what's your take? I mean, I'm sure, like I said, I'm sure you're still processing, but is there like one moment or one thing that's your favorite, like your best memory, or the thing that you're always going to think about when you look back on this week?
The fans, man, the fans were just amazing. The culture, just the vibe, the energy. Um, Fight wise, I would say the soccer kick to the stomp to the stomach. Um, It's just fun, man. It was a fun fight. Like I genuinely love to do it, and I can't wait to do it again. Hopefully, I get out there sometime this year. Well, I'm going back actually in a couple weeks, but hopefully to fight one day. You know,
did you already know you were going to go back, or did you just love it so much? You're like, hell, I'm planning a vacation to get back over here in a couple weeks.
kind of both, kind of both. You know, I had to do both, so I was like, I'm going back. You know, there's a little bit of shopping I want to do. I didn't get to finish my shopping. I don't like to stay places unless I know how the fight goes. You know, I want to handle business first. Um, then I can come and enjoy myself.
I love it, man. Well, don't buy any more armor, okay? You got enough armor. 100 grand is one is enough. Let's just leave it at that. All right, let's get some other stuff. Last thing I'll ask you, AJ. I mean, what is the plan for this year? I mean, obviously that was an amazing experience. You got a little vacation time now. When do we see you compete again? Like, what are you thinking in your head? I know it's up to Scott Coker and the bosses over at Bellator, but what do you see as the plan?
I don't know. I'm waiting on a call. Until then, I'm gonna be snowboarding, man. I'm gonna be in Japan buying drip, blowing in. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna be out there snowboarding. Utah. I got a lot of traveling to do, man. I'm about to be all over the place, so I ain't worried about it. Just call me when you need me.
I love it. I love it, man. Well, AJ, enjoy the time off, man. Fantastic event, fantastic performance, man. It was so cool. It just looked like you were having so much fun the whole week, soaking it all in, man. And I enjoyed watching that from you, man. And I hope you enjoy the time off and whatever the next assignment is, man. We'll be looking forward to it for sure.
X Games. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. We'll talk soon. I'm sure. I'll be back. I'll be back in business real soon, hopefully.